So the way this is going to work is essentially you've got teams basically just honoring to wait in spawn for 10 seconds whenever they respawn. We've been testing this in pugs over the last couple of days, and it's worked out extremely well, in fact. Have yet to encounter any issue where it might, break the game somehow. In each test that we've done, the better team, the team that was pretty clearly the better team, has won. And in instances where the teams were fairly even, we still had times being set or very close to being set, and of course that's without any sort of coordination between the pugs. Obviously we were using in-game voice and whatnot, but it wasn't like it was a team versus team experiment. So that's what tonight's all about. So I'm really hoping that this will work out because the games really felt good. There was a push and pull to the objectives rather than just the defense digging in and always having a complete stranglehold on the objective.
Alright guys, looks like we're about to go live here. We're going to see Aquarium as our first map. Probably the most offensive heavy map. And by that I mean this is the map we see at least one objective done most commonly. However, if the teams are good enough, we have seen plenty of full holds on the first objective of this map. It's really quite sad that the most objective heavy map you get quite used to seeing full holds on.
Well, yeah, but we shouldn't see that tonight. I mean, I think in our tests we never saw anyone get caught on the first objective as we go live.
Alrighty.
In any case, the only thing that we might not have seen was an actual time being set in the case where one team was clearly better than the other, and then of course they turned around. It wasn't a double full hold. The other team actually turned around and just flat out won. So that's quite frankly how it friggin' should be. We are live, folks. Welcome to Brink TV. This is a little bit of a plus 10 respawn test. Hopefully we made it clear that they didn't have to wait for the first initial 10 seconds. No, it looks like
they didn't. Yeah,
they're good. Yeah, okay. Blight's on D, so that's actually good. I don't know if Area 51 has played with these rules. Blight has, or at least I know that Cinna and Zoidberg have. So here's the first real push. Raffalicious trying to break in through Cinna, and he tosses in addition to Molotov, a straight up nade as well. Looks like Zoidberg's getting a kill, but Cinna able to take down.
I don't know if you see this, Grace, but we're seeing a push here by Area 51 into the bottom sort of back area. Nebulous is up, though. Zoidberg and Sink do have his number. They're trying to take him down, but Nebulous using this cover really well, getting some good shots.
Ah, yeah, back here. Yeah, I do see it now. I was actually covering kind of the back stairway entrance on the blue side. But yeah, I guess there's Nebulous still hunting around here? No. Looks like we do have Proof and Impulse, though, taking that same route and pushing in, hitting a mine with the face, but down goes Blazin', though. So Blazin' down and out for the count. I'm actually going to go find Blazin' real quick, simply because I want to show how this is going to work. If I can find him. Oh, there we go. Look at this. Okay, so we got 3 guys sitting at the resistance spawn. They're basically waiting for 10 seconds to pass, and then they redeploy. So right now, if we hop back to the action, we should see there's an opportunity right here, right now, to plant. And the question is there a soldier on deck in order to get this plant down? And it looks like no. The answer is no. During that particular instance, and you can see it was a pretty considerable one, it looks like Area 51 could not get an objective class to the objective. So I think Raffle, was their soldier. Yeah, Raffle was their soldier. He was down and gibbed during that opportunity.
Right, well, this is really interesting. Security opting to run 2 engineers instead of 2 objective classes, as well as 2 medics. I don't know if I necessarily would agree with that choice.
Yeah,
2 engineers on the attack
for offense,
definitely seems a little silly.
Right, especially when you only get 1 turret. So you're basically using that engineer for the opportunity of 1 extra mine and maybe some combat buffs. But if you're pushing as a team, then you should already have your combat buffs anyway.
Yeah, your 1 Engie is enough to spread around that love and get everyone buffed up. So you shouldn't need a 2nd engineer.
Indeed. I'm hopping out to kind of see where this next push is coming from. It looks like they're doing the back stairs on blue side.
They are. They're pushing in. No chance, though. The only one left up here for Area 51. He is backing up, but... Ooh, almost takes out Cinna, but ends up dying in that firefight. And yeah, Blight is holding it off. I don't think they lost a single man in that push.
Yeah, they're pretty solid. They are pretty solid, and decent coverage of this this back stairwell here with I guess the U-shaped hallway of sorts. I don't really know exactly what to call this just yet. I don't
What's
know.
that?
The water everywhere hallway. I'm not really sure exactly what to call it, but
Water everywhere.
it's just a piece of graffiti.
Oh.
But yeah, it basically it's the place where Blazin is positioned.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. But since the graffiti repeats itself quite a bit, I don't think that's a fair description of it. Now we do have another spawn wave. We're going to try to follow this. From what I'm seeing out of A51, they seem to be a little bit disjointed with their timing.
Yeah, they're not really pushing it all in together. That being said, they get a good hop down right there. They get a couple people pushing in.
Yeah, we got
But
Blight.
they're kind of all over the place. No
Yeah.
chance. Last guy up gets taken down by Cinna.
Yeah, Blight.
And Synced.
Yeah, Cinna and Synced are working really well together. Really racking up the kills, getting the curb stomps. So,
Alright, we're seeing actually another push here. It's going to be Nebulous and Impulse. It looks like they're going to be going in on their own. Zoidberg pushing out to try to end him, but he gets double teamed by the two security guys.
okay, so that's one. I'm going to follow Nebulous as he positions himself for this run. Running away from Nade, back to 3, regripping with 3. So you can see Blight, Cinema.
Proof
Cinna.
and Impulse actually are working together now. It's a Menji and Inji combo, and it looks like they're going to push in through the lower right-hand side, through that sort of area that you were talking about.
Yeah, the angled sort of whatever this is, like a vent top or something that you can use as a stepping stone to get to that upper balcony area. Proof is contemplating it, but it looks like they just go straight in. Impulse and Proof, and moving to this. Yeah, I don't really know exactly what to call this area, but
We're going to go through one of these days, come up with some names for everything.
we really should do that, yeah. Especially since competition we're hoping will really pick up. That being said, we got a revive here, not on a soldier, sadly. Because look at this, the opportunity to plant was there. Not really to hold it, I don't think, given the numbers, but just the amount of time that they spent. There was certainly an opportunity. So
they kind of, yeah. That is true. Numbers-wise, yeah, no opportunity, though.
I'm going to hop around and see if I can find Raffle, see what he's doing. And I agree with you. I think the class loadout is a bit wonky. Having the 2 engineers makes a lot more sense to have the 2 soldiers. That's more frag grenades, more flash grenades, more Molotovs. And like, what is this engineer bringing to the fight? Nothing, in my humble opinion. I mean, the hell, they'd be better off having another medic.
Yeah.
Did they like forget that
They must just be emphasizing the weapon buffs. But even then, I've seen people go into fights without weapon buffs. So.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. And like Raffle is pushing alone. This doesn't.
He was kind of down there by himself, where the rest of his team was pushing elsewhere.
Yeah, which isn't necessarily bad, but you need to have that completely coordinated, and he needs to not show himself.
It was coordinated, but the rest of his team died, and then Raffle was kind of just the last guy.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, we're seeing another push here. They're going through.
Yeah, I'm watching Proof.
Yeah, they're jumping up. All right, yeah, they're jumping up onto the second level then, and it looks like Greased. They are going to be going for a little bit of a flank here, which is exactly what they needed. The only problem is they only have 2 people. That is not a very large number, and Max spots them, so Proof gonna try to throw him off. But yeah, Cinna and Max look like they're kind of gonna push over. They see Nebulous as well, who's putting down a turret. Maybe they don't see him actually, because that is a little out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
And yeah, Nebulous does get his turret down. Almost gets taken down by Blazin's turret.
Well, they're in here. Can they get the kills though? Nebulous with a combat hit of the old. Oh, here we go. We got 2 guys down. Question is, here comes Zoidberg with a nice Lazarus grenade toss, getting both guys back up and getting the guns blazing, picking up a kill against Nebulous. Really nicely played.
Oh, and here comes the spawn wave. They've come in there. Nice Molotov there by Rofalicious. And it looks like they're pushing to get a plant. Zoidberg, one of the last guys up. Actually, I think he's the only one up right now.
Yeah. And we have a plant. All right, so it took quite a bit longer than every other game that we've seen tonight, or rather, excuse me, last night. I like this adjustment of position.
And this is just the first plant, mind you. Here come the Blight push. They have numbers, and they are getting the frags.
Yeah, Nebulous is in a great position, though, to take out this MG.
The turret, the clutch player, taking down the objective class.
Yeah. And we got 14 seconds. Nebulous needs to be really careful about his positioning here. I think does, yeah, Max does not see him.
The turret again, the turret. Just wailing on Max there. That turret again, just clutch player right there. So yeah, a nice job, I guess, with the turret placement. That's really sort of unorthodox, and I guess that just threw Blight off a little bit.
Indeed. So we are in on the escort objective, and this, I think,
everyone ran off without the escort.
Hey, you know that's the typical way to play this, from what I can tell. No, I'm joking. It really isn't. You should get the escort moving as soon as possible because he takes so friggin' long to move. Any hesitation is bad news. So let's see what Blight can do to try to lock down the Kierden bar here. Looks like Max is already on the ground, but not gibbed. That's a problem to me, not seeing him gibbed. Zoidberg also on the ground, not gibbed.
They all tap out, though. Looks like Blazin is the last one up here for Blight. And Proof is going to push and try to flank him, and yeah, does get the kill. So Blazin is down. His turret's still up, but his body is dead, and I think they are coming out of spawn just about now.
Oh, I hate getting stuck in the ceiling. Really?
Yeah, Blight, we got a 4-man push right now coming out of spawn.
Alright. There we go. Got out. Okay.
Ooh, yeah, a lot of action going on right now. Blight pushing into the Kyoden bar, but also at the bottom of the ramp area. It is back and forth.
Yeah,
getting some revives.
Yeah, good coverage by Impulse, though. Cutting down Senna in this corner. And he's going to have an opportunity to try to fire away against Sync. Gets caught in between a reload. Impulse, though, still able to be revived, and Proof is there. If he can get the kill, no, he cannot. So that's 2 for Sync.
Area 51 getting some good frags, though, right now. In fact, the hostage has yet to be touched, and he's almost all the way through the bar. But there we go. He finally gets shot at. Blazin takes him down, and Blight getting a stranglehold in this bar, the Kyoden bar.
And actually, this was kind of a perfect timing to get the stop, because just take a look at the positioning, where the hostage is basically quite a bit of a run from any of the entrances to this room. So you have to expose yourself from the entrance that the hostage takes, where Zoidberg just died.
Well, essentially, they have to take the room. There's no sneaky play involved.
Exactly,
if they want to move the hostage, they're going to need to completely clear out the bar, and it's hard to do. For example, if you check out Synced, he is in a very good position right now to deal out damage and then just hide behind cover if he needs to reload or heal up.
Yeah, and you know, take a look at all the other passageways, like where Impulse is entering right now. He, again, would have to clear things pretty fully, and there isn't a lot of cover once he leaves the
and they just rushed the bar. Area 50 rushing it with their SMGs, taking down a few of the key Blight players. Blight falling back, but they're not giving up. They're actually sort of setting up a further line of sight on the escort, but they're within cover now instead of at the bar.
Yeah, so we need some revives, quite frankly. There we go. We got actually
nice Laz,
yeah, that was a great Lazarus nade.
Yeah, Proof is going to need to bring up no chance, which he does. And Area 51 is actually at a good number right now, but Zoidberg is getting so many frags.
Yeah, I think that was actually a little bit too much of a push.
Did you see that grenade out of Senna? Taking down Proof and no chance with a single frag.
Very
that was
nice. Yeah.
Nice little airburst.
But can I just say, I mean, take a look at how far we're getting on this objective. Still 8 minutes left. Realm of possibility here.
Yeah, and it also makes it harder for the defense. Like, even though they are pushing up, I mean, obviously it makes it harder for the defense, but the fact that they are pushing up right now puts them in a much harder position because they can get thrown so off balance by that 30-second respawn that it's twice as risky to push up that far as defense. You're risking really losing a lot of progress by risking so much and pushing your entire team up so far.
Yeah, losing a lot of ground.
Get cleared, they're able to get a lot of completion on that objective. So
that being said, in fact, the escort is now rounding the corner of the base of the ramp.
And exactly what I said just happened. They were being a little aggressive. They got out of position, and they're getting punished for it because Area 51 is able to hold it off until Max showed up. Max then showing up, killing everyone.
But all we need now is a revive. There it is. And you can see all the names from Blight just now finally pouring in. So, again, Raffle trying to set up to stop any advancement to the high defense. He needs to turn around, though. Zoidberg's about to get initial shots on him. Nebulous behind him. Wow, look at that. Raffle is able to take Zoidberg down even when he didn't get the first shot in. That's pretty impressive. And
I have to say, yeah, Area 51 was looking a little bit sort of not very coordinated on that first objective. But they're actually coming together on the second objective. They're clearing good pathways. They're getting just far enough ahead, creating good crossfires, all that is needed to really secure this map. And this is a tough objective.
Yeah.
But they're making quick work of it.
Yeah, they need to leave one guy back to swatch the flank because, okay, they got only Raffle by himself. They had two back there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Raffle's already down, though, so that to me is a little bit concerning. Oh, I actually missed Proof. Proof was there as well. So, yeah, a little bit of a hold-up. Very, very nice little hold-up here.
It looks like they are making some great progress. Nebulous and is up here on the second level with the turret down. The turret actually doing damage as well. Getting two frags right there.
This is actually really good turret placement because its arc of fire will pick up a guy that stays on this upper rung.
Oh, no chance. I don't know if he's out of pips or what, but he's just strafing back and forth. As the hostage
wanting to toss, yeah, he's waiting. But ladies and gentlemen, we have the potential to see a friggin' time set.
All right, Sida and Max are up on the top level. They're pushing around now.
Max needs to do hero stuff right here. Oh, he totally botches it though, throwing himself into gunfire. I disagree with that completely. I really wish he had, you got very little bit of cover, but you need to use it up here. Tossing nades a lot better. Flashbang something. Here comes Synced. What can Synced do? Tossing a nade, but it's late. No chance. Still escorting the hostage. He's almost free.
Pulling around, getting some damage. He gets the hostage down, and now he's going in for the kills.
No chance with the reload, but gets a knockdown and the kill. Very nice.
Oh, great work there. Greased. I just love to see that sort of play where people are running out of ammo. They're sliding into each other.
Absolutely.
That's some good games.
Zoidberg with the no save will happen. So what a fantastic. That was a time set of what, 15 something?
Yeah, it was. There was like 4 minutes and 43 seconds, I think, left.
Okay, so like 15, roughly.
Pretty sure that's what it was.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, folks, I think one of the issues that people were having with this 10-second spawn delay was, it's not going to be as action-packed. We're not going to see as much, stuff going down.
The pace felt good to me.
I feel it's the very opposite. I feel like because of that extra spawn delay, that the offense doesn't have to constantly regroup and group up and push in with 5. Instead, they're keeping the defense on their toes, and they're a little bit more aggressive, and allows the offense to be more aggressive instead of running mindlessly 5 people in always at a time. You kind of run into a lot of roadblocks because you're going to run into a lot of big crossfires and stuff.
Right, like you have these intense moments, but then once the moment's over, you're like, waiting for the next setup.
And I feel like the pace is very on point. So I'm really happy what I've seen so far. We actually played and watched a lot of games yesterday. It was more of a pickup game type environment. Yeah, but these scrims are just looking really nice from what I've seen so far. We've only seen one side, so we're going to see what Blight can do on the offense, but I am pretty excited. If the competitive community gets behind this, this spawn increases, and I think most of the people are calling for them, but obviously everyone needs to get behind a sort of unified decision on what is needed to balance these maps, and I really think it's looking like spawn time is going to be the answer that people have been looking for. So yeah, we're getting a little bit of discussion on the chat here. Some people are saying 10 seconds is just too much.
But then you have, Blight, who was just on D, and they said, well, actually, I want it to be this way. It was actually challenging to be on D, and, just the fact that times were set.
Cinna summed it up best. He said, I'd rather it was harder for the defense. And finally, this game has actually turned into a stopwatch game.
Exactly. Yeah. And I was just about to say, I think people have maybe forgotten that with like the original enemy territory and even with Quake Wars, it was an average thing to see a 12-minute time set or less. So what we just witnessed was actually a long game. And I think that people have forgotten that it is more about, can you beat your opponent with a faster time? Can you get through the objectives faster? It's not whether or not can you completely stop them. holds, 20-minute holds should be rare. They should be the exception, not the rule. And it should be hard for the defense.
In Quake Wars, you saw a lot of things. There was a lot of full holds in Quake Wars, and then there was like 7-minute times. It was back and forth. What we're not seeing in Blink is we're not seeing any 7-minute times, and we're seeing always full holds.
Right.
So
yeah,
at least there's a little bit of variance in the games.
Yeah.
And a lot more vibrant, from what I can tell. Anyway, Blight pushing in here. Looks like they're pushing on the top area, but Impulse, Rofelicious, and No Chance are up here to meet them. They are also on this top.
Nice choice by Raffle, taking the nade time to actually press in, with it's sort of the expectation that they might move away. Oh, very nice move by Raffle, picking up the kill on Blazin, and there's a little bit of cleanup there by No Chance. Very, very nice play. I'm gonna get my free fly. I was doing a little shoulder camming action. Here comes another push from Blight Senna, and we got Zoidberg up top. And I love how they're playing this. We've got Zoidberg basically playing the combat med, where Senna presses in. Zoid is just there to get the syringe into his shoulder whenever he takes damage. So it's almost like if you
is getting a big advantage here right now.
Yeah, they are actually. We got several from A51 held behind.
Everyone is actually down right now. No Chance was the last guy up.
Indeed. So, yeah, really nice play by Blight. They got a little bit bottlenecked back here, but able to get in and get the plant. So, much quicker plant than we saw. I think we saw with a good 5, almost... Actually, no, more like 8 minutes before the plant for A51. Does that sound right, or was it even more?
Yeah, it was a long first hold and actually a relatively quick second objective by Area 51.
Yeah. I think we're actually going to see something different. Because I've seen Rofelicious play the second objective, and he can be pretty scary. So I'm kind of excited to see how this pans out. As we move on past this first objective, we do have a detonation, and actually, you know what we haven't done is we need to run these classes to see what the loadout is here.
Yeah, let's look at it. Let me bring up Area 51 here. We got No Chance and Proof running the 2 medic classes. We're also seeing 2 engineers. This is a better choice on the defense rather than the offense. It is Nebulous and Impulse, and the lone soldier is Rofelicious, as you were mentioning before. Pretty efficient at his role and is able to get a lot of frags.
Yeah, Proof already getting a nice kill along with No Chance. Actually, I guess there was Rofelicious that got the kill. But either way,
Well, I don't know if you're seeing this, but there's 5 Blight guys rolling out right now. Blazing those lone guys sticking back. We've got 4 guys who they were pushing to the bar, but it looks like they're going to flank around through sort of the middle section right now.
Gotcha.
But they are onto it. Area 51 knew it was up. Oh, Proof goes down, though.
Yeah, but Zoidberg is one of the last guys up here. Nebulous trying to get the kill on
kills,
him.
Though.
Yeah, exactly. He was able to pick up 2. But things in the crate and bar are still okay. Although that being said, Raffle just took one to the face, and he is down and out for the count. So we do have a march of the escort, and I don't think he's really been stopped by any serious measure. I'm going to move out to the other end of the bar, where we've got Synced holding down, and this is such a great chokehold, putting up a mine right in front of Impulse. Quite frankly, he'll be able to see that, but and should be able to call that out.
Should have really given them, is what should have happened there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was sort of amateur, getting tossed the revive syringe and tapping out a half a second later. Especially with that 10-second delay, you really gotta just be a little bit more aware about things like that.
It is meaningful. That's kind of one of the biggest things that we've heard from teams is, gee, I don't just instantly tap. I really sit down and I think about what the hell.
A lot of frags here by the defense. Max is one of the few guys left up and finally taken out here by No Chance.
All right. The question is, can the respawn wave get here in time? Here comes Proof and Impulse from the back. We've got No Chance getting a revive on Raffle, but down range, let's see, it looks like we've got Blazin shooting long range. Senna getting a pretty free kill against Raffle. That being said, though, from behind...
I don't know if you saw this, Blazin actually threw a Lazarus grenade at Raffle instead of a real grenade, so of course not doing any damage.
Yeah, I've seen that actually quite often. That's a console-itis issue as far as I'm concerned, considering that it's all one button for like 4 different abilities. It's kind of silly.
Yeah.
That being said, though, ramp is being a little bit contested here, but I think Blight, if Blazin can take down Impulse, no, he
Blight
can't.
Is being completely pushed back. It's actually Area 51 that is taking quite a good advantage here.
Yeah.
Rofalicious, they'll get taken out by Sync, but they still have two guys here at the top of the objective. They're getting mines, turrets down, so
Yeah,
this is what the defense needs to do. Holds need to be really important, and they can't give up those holds easily, because that's what defense is all about. It's getting a hold and keeping it. And it is far too easy with the, like we talked about, with the quick respawns.
I love that mine placement. I do that every single game when I'm an engineer. Proof just died, do it. This is like right outside that door. You get so many kills. It's so fun. That being said, look at this. We have the objective on the move again. Blazing trying to keep him up. Sinna has joined him. We're about to turn the corner, so we're actually past the worst of it, in my humble opinion. Once you get past that corner, I really feel like the defense loses in a pretty enormous advantage.
Yeah, the defense is going to have one last good push here, I feel like, if they're going to be able to hold down this objective. And here they come, Area 51 pushing out through the top right now. Nice grenade there by Sinna.
Yeah, they have this really well held. I don't see a whole lot coming together for them. We've got Raffle trying to get an angle, but it's just not a good one for nades, to be quite honest. The objective is already outside, so we have one more hero hold mode run that needs to happen through the top. It needs to be pretty much all 5 of them right now. I'm going to hop in and take a look and see what the next spawn wave is going to be. They're coming out right now.
Now. This is the last guy, actually. Impulse is by himself. He's going for some frags. Gets one of the guys to TK themselves, but that is it.
Yeah, it's not enough. Synced is just going to walk them all the way home.
And here's the next spawn wave. Is it going to arrive in time? No.
Nope. Yeah.
Excellent work.
So, you know, let's just do a quick comparison of what we've seen in the tournament that we ran, and then of course the IGL Brink release tournament that we covered. Did we ever see the map completed? You know, did we see time set? Here we just saw, well, it was essentially 2 times set, but 1 time set faster. And that time that Blight just set to me is what I would hope to be kind of the average time for this map. 10 minutes.
I think that's too quick.
No, it really isn't. It really isn't, man. It feels too quick, but you're not thinking in terms of stopwatch.
I mean, I am. I'm thinking of Quake Wars maps, and if a map took 10 minutes, I can't think of a single map that took 10 minutes.
But this one has 2 objectives.
That is true. However, they are 2, or at least the second one is a fairly lengthy objective.
Right.
And that just went really quickly.
Okay, but then take for the point that we had a team that was, you know, not as good, but still able to set a time. Again, like I guess my issue is I'm thinking less about Quake Wars, because Quake Wars had vehicles and you played at 6v6 and you had a lot more distance to cover. So it made sense that times were a bit more lengthy. Defenses haven't really had to set up offenses before in this game, if you think about it. You know, so they don't have strats that are designed to retake an objective yet from the defender's side. So I want to experiment with this a little bit more.
Yeah, no, I understand. I'm just saying 10-minute time on aquarium is too fast. That's all I'm saying. That's what you asked.
But it might have been 10 minutes for. There's actually 15 for 51 to set a time, and that, you know, somewhere between 10 and 15 makes perfect sense to me. You know, that makes, and then like this one, we'll probably see it be somewhere between 12 and 15 minutes, my guess, simply because of the hacking and the engineer Craig Saffing, safe cracking. What the fuck is wrong with my voice today? Craig Saffing, I like that. I need to work that into the broadcast. It's time to Craig Saff. I don't know.
Well, okay, let's think about how many times Blight was actually stopped last map.
Right.
Blight was able to make everything happen in usually the first try that they did any push. Sometimes it took their second time to do the push. They were only stopped for maybe 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay, but is that then, are they just better players?
I mean, you could argue that, but then if they are the better players, then a team that's of lesser quality setting a 15-minute time, which is still a good set time, there's an issue with the balance.
Okay. Well, like I said, I mean, I'm not again. Like, honestly, what I would love to have would be a per objective opportunity, per map and per objective, granular control over those spawn times, so that we as a community can set them, and when they're, we can tune them, and if we can get that, if we can get objective progress on the HUD, if we can get first person, if we can get those 3 things, and then like I guess pause. If we can get 4 things, objective respawn time tweaking being the most important, but if we can get those things, then I feel like this could be a pretty goddamn solid game. Okay, this was one of the things that we were looking at, was with +5, we didn't have times being set. It wasn't enough of a difference. So maybe the sweet spot's 7 seconds or something. But again, I really feel like it has to be per map and per objective, and I'm all for that. But
I feel like it needs to be fairly general, but I feel like
we don't have control yet.
Aquarium is more than enough.
Okay, well, we'll see. Again, that's the whole point of these tests, and I'm glad that we're arguing, because that's that's the whole point of this. We shall see how it works out on terminal. Let's run the rosters we have for offense. Proof, Nebulous, No Chance, Impulse, and Raffalicious. Soldier, Raffalicious, Impulse, Engineer, Objective Class, Nebulous, and Paramedics, Proof, and No Chance. Go ahead and run Resistance, Matt.
Alright, we got Max and Zoidberg running the medic classes. As the engineers, we have Blazin and Synced, and our lone soldier class is Cinna.
And already we've got a little bit of movement across the belts. And here's the first push. Proof and Ralph will get the call. They double up on Blazin. And finally he goes down. Looks like Max also took one to the chest. Ralph, though, hits a mine. Down he goes. Oh, no, actually that was a shot to the face. Excuse me. Blight looks like they've held on to it. Mostly.
Just barely, though. Yeah, they only have 2 guys up right now. Their spawn does come in, but they have to wait 10 seconds. Blight is holding on to it, though. They get a turret down,
hack box down.
The hack is, starting right now.
And of course, I guess one thing to call out is that all the tests that we've done up to this point have been pickup groups, and so maybe we're seeing the difference between a team versus a pug. And maybe that is kind of the key factor, where 5 seconds might work out really well for competition, and 10 seconds is more for public servers and pugs.
Indeed, yeah, we're seeing a lot of progress already happening. It's really amazing to see a first push completely throw down Blight.
Well, and what's even
hack is already more than 50% done.
What's even more impressive is that this is the team that set the worst time.
Indeed.
And here they come. Blight, that's I think 2 down so far. Revive coming in, not soon enough. Matt's able to get Impulse down, but I know that we got to be pretty far along in this objective. And
I am really surprised that Blight was not able to hold down this room for longer.
Yeah, I mean, you would think they would at least repel that first wave, because all things are equal there. You don't have any issue of, respawn timing. It's just straight up go.
Yeah.
Blazin is in, setting down his mine. So hopefully, let's see, I have a problem with this.
Blight does have control of it now, and their next spawn wave is coming up, so they're going to have a full 5 guys back on the objective.
With how close this hack was, though, I actually have a problem with where this mine was set, because the guy can just come in and finish off the hack without moving. It's so close; he doesn't have to dodge. That being said, Blight is set up, so they have been able to recover, and that's another really key thing I want to point out, is that I feel like if Blight didn't have this opportunity to recover, then something would be broken. But the fact that they were able to recover and get set back up and are currently just trying to extend the clock a little bit, Matt, I guess it makes you wonder if maybe hack reversing took something like 4 times as long as a hack progress took. Maybe that would be valid? I don't know. What do you feel about that?
I feel like I kind of like the no dehacking, just because it makes construction and hack objectives kind of similar. The thing is, hack objectives are even more difficult than construction objectives because operatives are completely worthless.
Yeah,
so
during their hack, yeah. Yeah.
Well, not even during their hack, but they're just a worthless class.
Oh.
What are you gonna do as an
Or
operative?
that, yeah. Yeah.
Like, as an engineer, you're a useful part of the team. You're gonna buff people, you get useful tools and abilities. As an operative, you don't. You don't have anything as an operative. You're basically a throwaway class. So...
Well, for now.
like, even with the DLC, I don't see them keeping UAVs in because you know how competition is with radar. So...
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not trying to shit on any of the operatives that are listening in right now. They're like, oh, that's my favorite
Dude,
class.
I am an operative, yeah.
But the thing is, in competition, when you steal someone's disguise, for instance, you're just giving yourself away because everybody knows what's going on.
Oh.
They're just going to see you from across
The
the
mine
map.
was well placed. Nebulous just got one to the face, and there's a revive though. Yeah, this is done.
They're coming in time. They're coming in right now. I don't know how much longer is left. They might be able to stop it.
They're gonna get it. Yeah.
But yeah.
But okay, so that's 5 minutes. 5 minutes roughly, or like 4:35, I think. So yeah, not too bad there.
I feel like that was more just bad defense out of Blight, to be honest.
Okay, yeah.
The fact that they never got their initial defense set up and were able to hold off even the first attack at Area 51 is really surprising because this is a hugely defensive-sided map. If you set up good crossfires and good turrets and mines.
Okay.
And mines. But you just didn't see that at all. The
Yeah.
defense fell apart.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I feel like at least their initial hold could have been a lot better.
And we're seeing the exact same thing right now. What is going on with Blight? They're getting wiped here.
You know what it might be is overplay of Aquarium and not really having Terminal completely locked down in terms of what they're going to do on defense.
Yeah, this is still a very new competitive game, so that is a good point that maybe they just don't have the scrim time in on this map to really understand how to run a good defense.
From above, though, we got Proof trying to cover, and I just got flashbang pretty hardcore. So yeah, Cinna and Proof are kind of going at it long range.
Yeah, Blight does have control over the objective again now, so... Defense setting up again. Yeah, Proof finally get taken down there. Blazin is up here on the second level. Everyone else is down on the bottom level. And here comes the push by Area 51. Zoidberg hiding off in the corner, just killing people left and right. So good job out of him.
Yeah, pretty decent push from defense left. Lower
that's a good defense. There's crossfire. There's multiple people engaging.
Yeah.
And just a lot of good quick deaths. So finally a nice defense out of there from Blight. I was really happy to see that.
Yeah, and this is kind of what I was hoping to see. The question becomes, when they get wiped out, I would love to see maybe them have an opportunity to recover at least once.
Alright, and the 2 medics just spawned in for Blight, so they actually were down 2 medics.
Yeah, it looks like we got a couple of guys pushing Improve and Impulse up top. Max takes out Raffle. That's actually a pretty big hit because the Soldier is such a key aggressor on this map, I feel. You really need those nades.
Good flashbang, especially, is just the best way to start any engagement.
And actually, Nebulous takes a molly to the ass. Ooh, wow, we got... is that 4 guys pressing top? Cinna calls it out. Blazin comes in to help, gets taken down. Mine will take out Proof. He's trying to self-revive. Cinna's there for the kill. We got Impulse now pressing in. They get the call to make the move. The flashbang is down and out. I'm going to switch my position to the opposite side of the room and see where this action is taking us.
A ton of frags coming in here for 51, but Blight also getting a bunch of flags. So we're down to just a couple people. Blazing back up top, securing the top. So it looks like this is a successful defense here.
Yeah, but look at how much more work the defense has to do. I love it. It feels right to me.
The room is in contention constantly, and you never really feel like the defense is fully secure. So
Nebulous did not die from that mine. He's actually back up, and he cuts the safe open, but then realizes that he's about to get shot in the face. Here's the revive. He's back up. Here comes the nade. Nade from Max in the back. There it is. I was trying to figure out where that nade came from.
Max staying up there for a good long time. He finally goes down, but Blight is back up again. Nades flying in.
There's enough of a delay, quite frankly. We got 2 guys on the objective.
On the objective. Yeah. Ooh, nice Molotov.
That was great.
And he's pushing right into the objective. Gets a frag there. Nice work.
And he needs to work on giving these 2 guys. They're both up. as we
Yeah,
get
especially because
flashbang.
they're NGs. You gotta give those objective classes. There's nothing more important.
Yeah, they
Your entire
revive,
team could be dead, but if you give that one objective class,
and a medic gets in there. Yeah, it's syringe, and happy times. So, but yeah, seriously, like just in terms of the excitement and watching the progress on the objective itself, I'm pretty happy.
yeah.
And I'd almost be curious to maybe see another game of Aquarium a little bit later on. Just to see if maybe, you know, it was like a beginner's luck kind of thing, maybe in the fact that Area 51 wasn't quite aware of what they needed to do on
Yeah,
D and how to handle it.
It just felt like, again, it felt to me like the defense was never set up.
Okay.
Ever.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a problem when a defense can constantly be overthrown by an offense, because then it's just who's gonna dominate the map better than the other team, and that's not very much fun either.
Yeah. That being said, we've got about 10 minutes sprint away, 30 seconds till we hit that halfway point. Zoidberg, again, holding on with Blight in this objective room. This is actually one of the hardest rooms to break, I feel, simply because it's so open, there's so little cover once you get past certain points, and the crossfires, when you can have a guy like, I'm over near Max, I'm looking up and I can see Blaze, and he would have the opportunity to get a crossfire in, potentially, so.
And here comes the push. Now it looks like they're all pushing it up at the top. It's going to be blazing going down really quickly, but they have people coming up the stairwells. They're acknowledging this push, but Area 51 just not willing to commit.
Mistake by Raffle. Pressed in there way too far. Cine goes down. Revive is going to be possible. Okay. So, yeah, I kind of don't like pressing through the top. What are your thoughts? I feel like a 5-man push at the top is kind of not great.
I like it. I think you gotta try it every once in a while, but I really like the quick rush sort of immediately through the bottom right-hand side out of spawn, and just push that really quickly. And then when you go down, just keep pushing that again. Try that for a little bit. If it's not working, then regroup, do the 5-man push up top. I don't really like the left-hand push, the left bottom push, because you get flanked and back raged way too easily.
Yeah, by the defending team respawn.
Sometimes if the defense, it looks like they're just not paying attention to that route. And sometimes you gotta do it. You just gotta.
That being said, Blight pushed out and was able to take down both No Chance and Impulse from the defensive left lower passage.
Yeah, defense is getting a stranglehold on this objective, and they've been holding it for quite a while, so.
Kind of makes up for their first objective, debauchery. That being said, Proof actually has come around and taken over. Top end, he can get a revive on Raffle.
Ooh, we are getting numbers here. Area 51 making
Impulse,
a good push. And it was
hitting
to
a
that
mine.
bottom right-hand push.
And, oh, no chance at all because Blazin'.
Oh, he gets taken out, though, by Rolfalicious, but no medics are up.
Oh, man.
That sucks.
Okay, so the question is, can they hold off this?
Rolfalicious and Proof. Oh, medic. Wait, there is a
Yeah,
medic.
that's a mistake on their part to not get those energies up.
There was a guy on the ground, not gibbed. That was a mistake.
Yeah.
Anyway, they are holding this objective. Nebulous is actually going to get flanked here by Zoidberg if he's not careful.
Okay, so NGs are back in. Nebulous getting up. No mine should be up. Although, oh, shot to the face. Yeah, they gotta cover that. And Nebulous has been gibbed, so a little bit late on the nades. Yeah, I'm kind of calling into question the medic training here by Area 51. A little bit sloppy.
Yeah, their medics seem, a little bit weak right now. They're playing it like soldiers, which is kind of a mistake. They gotta give up those like nice crossfires.
Know your role.
Go in and get a revive, basically. You gotta stick close to your objective classes if you're a medic, which they haven't been doing. So
yeah.
Alright, looks like we're going to see another push here shortly. They're getting some kills, though Sin is returning the favor. Yeah, and Blight has full control over the objective again, so that was good work. That being said, they lost completely control of the objective, and they had to fight and get back control, so I like seeing this back and forth.
Exactly. Like to me, that's how it should be. You know, there should be some actual contention on the friggin' objectives.
Yeah, I feel mainly what we're seeing right now is some sort of sloppy objective work out of the security team. They're losing their objective classes a little too quickly.
Yeah, they're going for that top push again.
All right, let's see if this works. It looks like it might work. They don't have a very good crossfire set up on it. If they really commit to this push and all get out on this top area, this is going to work just fine for them.
Yeah, one medic's already down, though. And, of course, we are using, I think, ESL rules, so no self-revive.
Oh, yeah, that is a good point. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and I actually, like, we found pretty good balance, and I'm wondering if maybe that was part of the issue. We actually found that all we restricted were mines and turrets and adrenaline and de-hacking. That was it. So we kept in self-revive, and it seems fine, to be honest. Like, you know, it didn't seem like it was too crazy. So I would kind of maybe like to undo some of these ESL rules, quite frankly.
I think self-revive, yeah, it's something we kind of need to discuss. It seems a little cheesy, so I'm not like too broken up that it's gone. But at the same time, with the 30-second respawn for defense, if that is becoming a reality, I think the self-revive makes it a little bit more...
It has a place, yeah.
Yeah, it has a bigger impact on defense, and also it has a really good impact on offense. When you get momentum on offense, having a self-revive when your team's like doing well, you know, boosts your player up.
Yeah.
And
I think so. We're cracking, by the way.
Yeah, I am watching that. But I'm saying it helps momentum on offense and it helps survivability on defense. So it works both ways.
Right.
So I think it can be okay.
And we got, oh, look at this. We got a trade-off here. Impulse decides to go forward. Great Molotov cocktail, and followed up by an Aid. Nebulous is on the ground. Where are the medics? Again.
It's proof on the up top. He's just not willing to drop down.
But he missed his Lazarus grenade. Came in just a second too late. So now it's proof versus synced. And whoever is going to get...
Zoidberg is up. He's tossing out revives.
Yeah, really nice work here.
We got a respawn by Blazin', but everyone else on Blight is still alive. So we have 4 guys on the objective.
Alright. I'm just going to call this out. I feel like what's happening now, just based on what I've seen between these two teams in terms of skill, makes sense. When Area 51 has a good push, they get the room. When Blight has a better pushback, they get the room. And that to me makes perfect sense. That's what we want to see. And I think we might actually see a hold here, but I guarantee you we won't see a double full hold. I can almost guarantee we're not going to see a double full hold.
I would hope not. Alright, Grease, there is 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. Tell me what you've seen that you've liked out of this defense so far.
I think Blight has had much better crossfires. When they get a chance to set up, they know the angles to play. I feel like the meta work is leaps and bounds above their opponents. And in some ways, I'd almost say we would be on the last objective if Area 51 medics had maybe played a little bit different, a little bit more close to the objective escort, you know. Almost an escort role versus a kill everything that moves role.
Yeah, as a medic, you gotta be ballsy. I think that's kind of what it comes down to. And their medics aren't that ballsy. They play a little conservative.
Oh, double nade. Oh, man. Ooh. What a perfect hit. Although, not Gib.
Clear it and no Gibbs.
Are you kidding me? Oh, toss out the syringes. Yeah, double syringe.
Oh. Finally, the medics hop down from the second level and go to the first floor. What a good grenade!
Yeah, like seriously, fantastic nades.
Okay,
maybe this is still up though.
Keep room.
Buff his health. There we go. Okay, we should get this cut open. Yeah, there it is.
Wanting to see, and the objective finally completed. We are going to the final escort objective.
Oh, can he get up the stairs?
Yes. Yes, he's up the stairs.
Buffed.
Oh no, we are going to see Zoidberg and Blazin' gonna be Synced and Cinna actually are coming up now too. So this is gonna be a nice little ambush point here for Blink. They're gonna want to set this up.
Yeah, nice shot by Synced.
Sync is down. It's up to Blazin' and Zoidberg. The last 2 guys. Oh, what a nice frag. Zoid retreating, perfect timing.
Oop, we got around the damn thing. Yeah, I'm gonna hop all the way back out here and kind of see their setup. So is it Nebulous that still has it?
I don't know. Yes, it was.
Oh, yeah, he just dropped the data key.
He was trying to single-handedly... Oh, that was such a mistake.
And we got a return. Okay.
He had teammates, he had Impulse, he had Wolfalicious coming up. He did not wait for them. Come on, guys.
Yeah, so a little bit of a rookie mistake, you would almost say.
That's very amateur.
But can I also just say, oh, Nebulous has it again. Can I also just say, I imagine teams aren't used to being on this objective, so maybe they don't have strats for it.
This is true. This is sort of an objective for like, oh my god,
we're here?
Let's just do something. So yeah, the data key is returned. Area 51 are going to have to reclaim this room. It looks like Blight is actually falling back and are securing the hallways outside of the room. I think that's a little too aggressive. I think Blight needs to fall back into the objective room. That being said, only 45 seconds. I think that's good enough to hold this objective.
Yeah, it is.
And here we go, the final push. Cinna getting a frag.
Yeah. Well played, well played. But like I said, I'm like very certain right now that we will not see a double full hold.
Licious finally getting it. He only has 15 seconds to make it all the way across the map.
And he's been shot in the face.
Possible, even if he didn't get shot in the face.
Yeah.
But it was a nice try.
Okay, but let's talk about this. We got to the third objective. Got to the third objective with enough time to complete the map.
Yeah, they had a couple runs at it. I feel like they just made some mistakes, obviously.
Yeah.
I've pointed them out as they've come up. Some of the attacks have been a bit weak. The medics have been a bit loosey-goosey. And Escort, it would have worked if the guy holding the data key just
stay with his team.
waited a couple seconds for his team to regroup with him.
Yeah.
Instead, he tried to one-man hero win it alone, which is never a good idea in a team game, and he paid the price.
Indeed, he did.
So you may ask yourself, what is the spawn time experiment? Well, Grease, go ahead, just sum it up again for us. We've been talking about it all night, but maybe someone's just tuned in.
True,
or
true.
It's like, what is going on right now?
Yeah, crazy guys waxing poetic about this game. Okay, so what we've asked these teams to do is, except for the initial spawn where you just basically play as normal, if you die and choose to respawn, you then stand in spawn, just picking your nose, scratching your ass, masturbating in the corner, whatever. Whatever works for you to pass those 10 seconds, but you just basically spend 10 seconds standing still, and then you deploy. You know, you do your buffs and you run out to the objective. And you only do this as the defense. Okay, so this is only happening right now for the resistance, which in this case is Area 51. And the whole idea behind this is, oh, look at that, Synced has hidden. Now they get shot in the ass. Oh, there we go. He was looking at the objective through the window, and there is an impulse setting up through the upper conveyor belt. So anyway, that interrupted me saying basically only the defense does this, and the whole idea is to try to make the game a lot more offensively biased. Right now it is extremely defensively biased, where it's to the point where even teams are not even being able to set times at all. And so what we've been trying to change is that mechanic. We want time set. We want time set, in fact, so fast that they should average somewhere between 10 and 15 minutes. That's my hope. Oh wow, Cinna getting stuffed as a soldier and having to waste his Molotov and getting killed all by Nebulous. That was a fantastic bit of work there. So I kind of feel like this push has been completely shut down given the coverage. Uh-oh, Impulse. There we go. Now, can I just call that out on stream, guys? Look at that. No chance. Just removed the sticky bomb from Impulse's shoulder. Did you realize that? He wasn't an engineer. He's a medic.
You have gone on this tangent so many times.
It bothers me, dude. I hate playing and getting blown up when I'm standing in a fucking crowd of my own team. Learn to remove the fucking sticky bomb.
With them, dude. Just run up to them. If they aren't gonna pick it off you, they're gonna die.
All right, Hackbox down. It gets to me. It gets to me. It grinds me, man. We do have the Hackbox down.
I do have to say, though, the Area 51 completed this objective in under 2 minutes. Actually, it took them a little bit longer than 2 minutes, sorry. They had it up to 90% in under 2 minutes.
Right. So, a little bit of a hold, but yeah. So yeah, you know, and I've been kind of impressed with the defense of 51 kind of unexpectedly. Like you're like, oh, Blight's gonna just roll this, and then oh wait, maybe not.
Ooh, there is a lot of kills coming in right here. This is not looking good for 51. They're gonna need to get this frag really soon.
Nice nade.
Ooh, they're getting some kills though, but is it gonna be enough?
I don't know. The hack is almost done, 90%.
It's up to Nebulous, but what is he doing? He's jumping around. He's being a little bit goofy.
I have a why not use the window? Seriously, you were back there. Why is he trying to do this?
Oh, he almost gets the kill, but doesn't quite get it. And
Yeah.
there we go.
Use the window, dude.
Just over 3 minutes. This is actually similar to what we saw out of Blight when they were
Yeah.
on defense.
Yeah.
So
yeah, so pretty decent times for that first objective. You know, roughly 3 minutes, which that feels pretty good, right?
it's a little quick, but this next objective seems more contested than it
Well,
should.
yeah, I mean the hack should be pretty quick, in my opinion, given the fact that the safe is such a harder objective to hit. Blazin', by the way, just sit down a mine right outside the spawn. I don't know if that's going to, I guess, you know, match. Oh, already on the objective. I don't know if that's going to match the. You can actually have spawn immunity for enough time to get past that mine, I think. 2 guys on the objective, and this is about what I expected. I expected Blight to hold this room a little bit better, and they have it. In fact, I'm going to push out to maybe see the action. Here's Proof and No Chance try to get in. Impulse getting No Chance getting revive on Proof. Impulse about to go down. He goes underneath the stairs. Actually, oh, he's still alive.
Hey, nice kill there. Synced and Blazin' are last 2 up. They're both NGs. Blazin' gets off the objective,
Impulse
back
gets
on the
another.
objective. Alright. This is just back and forth. Wolflicious and Impulse, it's up to them.
Oh, No Chance dropped. We lost one. That kind of sucks. There's no pause, as far as I know.
Yeah, there is not. And yeah, Wolflicious getting the kill, getting the gib. Just perfect. Blight, though, oh my god. They're all pouring in all together.
Yeah, Raffles
That's
dead.
exactly how a push is supposed to work. Synced
Question
is their
is-
lone NG, though, so if they can kill Synced to get the gib on him, that would be just what they're looking for. Looks like Synced is going to remain okay.
Yeah, yeah. What do you think about this? Actually, we've got Synced and Blazin' as the pair of engineers. Loadout-wise, feels pretty good.
Yeah, that works. You generally want your better shots to be objective. And you're like, wait a second, that does not make
data
sense.
key already picked up by Synced. So yeah, we are on the move, guys, and oh my god, what a perfect time for this data key run to happen, because we just saw the respawn wave get completely stuffed. Question is there any opportunity at all for Area 51 to come back? I don't think so. So this might be something that needs to be tweaked. Is maybe the second objective needs to be a 5-second differential.
Yeah, that room I feel is just too contested. I'm not quite sure why Area 51 was never really set up in the room. I don't really know what happened there. Maybe they potentially waited 10 seconds after their initial spawn
Now we can stop whatever
accidentally.
and capture the
I'm
partner
not
before
sure
he
if they
tries
did that or
anything
not.
else.
Yeah, I suppose that's possible. That might just be a clarity of rule issue.
And they also lost a guy, which really sucks.
Yeah, that
I
does
feel like
suck.
it might have been a rage quit.
Yeah. So, best overall, Synced, Best Soldier, Cinna, Medic, Max, Engineer, Synced, Operative, Blazin', and Kills, Synced. So Synced is just racking it up. My question is, can we maybe get another scrim in?
Cheese Spread coming in with his little piece of advice. He says, 10 was fun. Seems to make a team rethink about strats. And it makes them wonder, oh my god, it's the last objective. What do we do now?
Yeah. I mean, quite frankly, I would rather have things swing towards an offensive bias and then tweak to make things more balanced. Just because, just from the fun factor, I would rather teams be frustrated from not setting a fast enough time to not setting a time at all. Being careful is a virtue now. Yeah, and that is such a good point. Like, you can't just fucking go out there and be like, I'm going to win and die and come back. Like, you really, you have to be careful. So, kind of excited.
I am a representation of this organization, and so maybe I shouldn't constantly use swear words and every time I tell people to F3.
Alright, so we are live, guys.
Alright, we're seeing a push here out of the security team there on the offense here. We got one soldier, it's Rolfalicious. Two objective classes, it's the engineers, Nebulous and Rectangle, and the two medics, Proof and Deckard Cain. If you want to run the resistance, Grease.
Indeed, I'm liking where Proof is heading, because he's going to do a little bit of, whoops, got a little turn around there. Proof is actually heading to flank. This is a pretty important thing. Oh, hang on, Skype just decided to suck. Give me 1 second, I need to restart the call. Just fix this real quick. Alright. So we'll get Matt back in here, hopefully, in just a second. And, yeah, let's go ahead and run the rosters. Let's see, for resistance, we've got Blight synced, Blazin as engineers, paramedics, Max and Zoidberg, and Cinna is the soldier. Matt is not reconnecting to my Skype call.
I am reconnecting.
There we go. Here we go.
Sorry, I was answering a few people in IRC, and back in the game now. We are seeing a good defense out of Blight here. They are holding this very well, playing a very conservative defense, which is nice to see. We used to see Ds that are a lot more aggressive.
Yeah.
Because they are very successful in doing so, because again, when they die, they respawn so quickly.
Yeah. That being said, Blazin trying to get fire up on this jump down, this drop down, where Deckard Cain has set up shop and...
Oh, he's pushing down though. This is kind of a bad push. He's getting surrounded, but he's getting backed up here by Rectangle and Nebulous, so bam.
Timing actually was pretty good. Yeah, they waited it out.
Cinna's pushing in though. He needs to get these kills, and is he gonna have
he's down.
Luck? No.
Okay, so 1 minute in and we saw a successful push, and we're seeing a build as well. Fail, I am a rebel. Okay. And here it is, Zoidberg and Matt, and looks like, let's see who's that as well. Blazin, all coming through. Blazin really actually coming up behind Proof. Proof does not see him. And it will be, I think, Blazin and Max to get the kill on the objective class.
Sorting it out though, but yeah, Zoid and Max pushing in. There's one. Yeah, I think actually Rolfal was the last guy, so he's taken down.
Did you see Blazin's maneuver? He came across this.
I didn't see where he came from. He sort of came out of nowhere and just killed
way up top, and he actually jumped over Proof. Proof didn't even see him. Like he totally cleared his head. And was able to like swing around and get past that kind of initial line of defense. It was really nice.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So let's see how this next spawn wave comes in. See if Blight can hold on. And looks like we're having some play from this other side of the drop down, which already has somebody with a nice Synced is in this this side gate high position that has cover. You can get a great angle on where Deckard Cain's pouring through. That being said, Raffle is up and tossing nades in that position, so I'm surprised we didn't see a turret up there. Actually, it does a nice job of spotting guys. That being said, wow, look at this again, A51 on the objective.
Wait, so I just got the scores of who won MLG, but I guess I probably shouldn't say.
Yeah, don't spoil it, man. That'll piss off a lot of people, including me.
How will that piss off? It's a live event, streamed live for free.
Because I'm not watching it. I want to watch it later.
Were you mad when someone told you who won the Super Bowl?
No, I don't care about the Super Bowl. No, I really don't care. That being said, Nebulous is still on this objective and getting a repair done. I'm not sure where he's getting health from. That's kind of weird. Maybe Deckard Cain. Okay, either way, still building, and Cinna's coming in, getting the potential kill. Yeah, that's one down, and melee, and there's a kill. So, looks like Blight will hang on to this thing a little bit longer. 15:32 on the clock. Looking for Cinna's angle here. He has a pier down main, it looks like. Did we lose you, Matt? Are you off in MLG land?
No, I'm here.
Okay. Are you mad because you want to announce the scores?
Nope, I'm not mad.
All right. Well, We got Rectangle needing a team at this point. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what his. He is an engineer, so he might be holding back, looking for that prime moment to hop in. Let's see what he does here. Yeah, he's looking for an angle. It looks like, and he's just really waiting it out. Although, quite frankly, that might have been a good idea. Well, let's see how the next push goes. Looks like Blight's held on to this one. Now, strangely enough, we haven't seen plants on the barricades. That's kind of weird. Maybe we have, and I just didn't notice. Yeah, this side barricade has been alive and kicking. That's not good. That should have had a plan a long time ago.
That being said, that side barricade isn't used very much.
Yeah, considering that you actually sometimes, yeah, I guess it's preferable to go a little bit further to where Zoidberg is, and then you can actually flank.
Or, yeah, go up to the second level and use all the cover up there. It's kind of the death alleyway. If you come up there, there's no cover, and you just usually end up dying.
True, true. That being said, Impulse takes down Zoidberg. And he taps out. We got a turret being set up by Nebulous, and I'm wondering if the range is going to matter at all with that turret. I don't think it's going to get a lot of kills. Might just be a deterrent. Nebulous goes down, so how broken is this, are these attacks? I'm just seeing things kind of spotty right now from 51.
Yeah, they're a little bit all over the place. Wolfalicious right now and Rectangle are the two guys up. They're going to want to be really sneaky and just stay alive until they get reinforced by their 3 other teammates who just spawned in.
You know, I'm also wondering if perhaps it's an issue of teams haven't practiced this map.
Potentially. It seems a little bit shoddy right now. I have to admit, the offense does not seem to be putting together very good pushes.
Multiple enemies spotted.
And here comes Raffle, just marching his way through, and now taken out, was that 3 before he finally gets pulled down by Blaze. An instant revive, though. The question is, where are the engineers? Rectangle pushing in, about to hop up on the objective. And he's on a mine, but don't move, buddy.
I don't know if you saw that, but Proof actually moved around and flanked Blazin, who was up on that second level objective, or second level building by the objective.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Moving on to the next objective. Very nice.
God, I hate this objective. It is single-handedly the worst objective in the game. Barring maybe security towers escort objective.
Alright, so yeah, and this objective is a hack objective, which I imagine people are weird, feeling weird to see on stream. We haven't seen it since pretty much the game's launch. And that's mostly because this is a very difficult objective to even get to. But again, with that plus 10, we're seeing it reach within before halftime, which is nice to see. That being said, this is a very difficult objective to break as an offense, simply because there are so many angles for the defense and so much cover for them to use to try to lock down the objective. So definitely a difficult one. Let's see if I can find. Got Synced and Blazing coming out of spawn. Synced is still up, excuse me, and Sin is still up. So here comes a push from Area 51. Looks like they just came out of spawn. Yeah, I'm going to try to find. Here's Raffalicious. I'm going to see what he does with his push. He's been kind of a pretty key element. It seems like he's. Oh, that's a mine to the face. And it's Blazing getting the kill. So that to me feels like that's going to be kind of a shutdown push from the large alleyway of death here. Senna is up top and firing down hell and fire. Although, ooh, very nice shots. Able to pull down Senna. Very nice indeed. Rectangle will finally go down though. Synced will hold it. And Zoidberg coming in for the Gib. So very nice. Yeah, this alleyway I've never liked this at all. It's
I just am not a fan of this objective. Why is the spawn so far away?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it does seem a bit silly that like the defense gets to spawn literally on the objective. I mean, they are right here, right? And
They spawn about 5 seconds away from the objective. It takes seriously over 20 seconds of flat out sprinting to get to the objective.
for offense,
It is just yeah, for the offense, it's just not fun. It's again like stuff like this, like it kind of like it just puzzles me how people like they sort of got past like QA testing. Like
right.
nobody mentioned like, hey, actually, it's not that much fun to run for 20 seconds to get even close to the objective.
Yeah,
Just thought I'd throw that out there.
part of me is wondering if like maybe the thing to do is to have the offense spawn at this command post. Is that too close? It actually seems like it's about the same distance.
I think it's a little too close. I think they just need to spawn on like the other side of the ship instead of having to walk like 15 seconds to get inside the ship.
Gotcha.
Basically.
Okay.
Almost feel like near where they complete the objective to bring up the bridge. I think kind of in that area. Maybe
Okay.
the spawn area.
Yeah.
Or in the derelict ship that's across from the bridge that goes to the big ship near the objective. That might be a good place to spawn, and it just brings you again like 5 seconds closer.
Right,
Maybe a
but
little
that
bit more
5 seconds is really important for.
And it's just 5 seconds of pure running that you always
Yeah.
have to do.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
Anyway.
I agree. I agree with you completely. We did see Proof and Nebulous working together and almost got up to the objective, but Zoidberg, this is actually the spot where I tend to hang out, so if you want to come kill me on a pub, you'll find me back in this area. Pretty often.
just my issue with the map is the objective itself is already so easily defendable. The defense on the objective has so many angles, so many little like corners to hide in. But it's just like it's almost like a perfect little place for all the engagements to be. The thing is, even though it's so defensively sided on the objective, the battles tend to not even happen on the objective. They happen in the ships
Right.
off the objectives, in these narrow ass hallways that the defense just puts down one stinking little mine, and they can just throw off an entire push because there's no way to go around that mine. It's a bunch of tiny ass corridors. They trip the mine, you have a prepped grenade that you throw in, you're talking 2 or 3 kills before you even have to engage them. And it's not like they're going to be able to dodge you when you bust around the corner after they just got a nade and a mine on their ass.
Yeah.
They're they're trying to get back up, heal each other, and blam. You could literally, like, just 2 people can hold off a push of 5. And I'm not even exaggerating.
Okay, so you feel like, yeah, there's definitely some issues with the map layout itself.
I love seeing the battles when they get on the objective. Those are so much fun to me. It's all the battles that are in the ships around the objectives that just bore me to pieces.
Well, Raffle is currently poking in. He's got Deckard with him, tossing out some medic love, but how did that hit him? I guess that was just past the lip there. Okay.
I mean, it's felt like such a hard-fought battle for this push out of Area 51, and they're just getting to the objective, and the
Right.
objective has 5 Blight people on it already. We're talking about this with that 10-second respawn time added on.
Right. Yeah, and we experienced this even in the pugs, where this objective is just kind of ridiculous because the proximity. And the other piece of it is, while the offense has to run their asses off to get to the objective, the other problem I have is that right from spawn, you almost have eyes on the objective. You know, like you can be way back, pretty close to where you spawn in, and get long-range sniper shots on the objective, and that bothers me as well. Whereas the offense pretty much have to be on the objective before you have any sort of shot on it. So, kind of a pretty poor map design, I would say, for an objective-based game. I mean, you know, it might be fun for deathmatch or something.
I think maybe I just haven't seen enough good strategies on this map, and I'm kind of jaded. Because you rarely see this objective, so maybe if this objective gets played more, offenses will come up with some really cool strategies, and this map would be really fun to play. But right now, it's just sort of a hodgepodge of sort of like people running into mines in the insides, and then just epic crossfires on the outsides that will kill any push that I've seen so far.
Rectangle and Deckard Cain, and who else do we have in here? Actually missed it. Raffle's up here as well. Raffle's actually getting his way around to the side, trying to take down Max. Looks like he's been able to do so. But, oh, something just shot him in the face. Yeah, it's from afar blazing. Deckard
they're
coming
getting
in.
some progress, but again, they're just taking the second level. They haven't even secured the first level yet.
Right. Now Raffle's really pressing out. Oh, it hits a mine. But okay, and I actually like I would love to get an engineer from the offense to plant a mine right here. That would actually slow things. Well, sorry, not there. I'm getting confused. Don't mind me. We actually have a hack on the missile controls. I forgot what team I was watching there.
Ooh, flash.
Yeah, pretty bad flash, and I think Rectangle is going to be the kind of the victor. We do have a hack going in. Let's find out where the guy is.
I don't even see an operative, so I think he's dead.
Okay. I thought I heard the little hacky.
Nebulous, and I don't see Nebulous up anywhere.
Okay.
He just spawned in, so he was killed and gibbed.
Okay. So we got like a 5% hack. Here comes Blight, back on the objective. But Proof is still up, about to get flanked, I think. Slides away. We've got Synced and Zoid downstairs. Let's see if they can make any sort of a dent. Zoidberg pressing in.
And here it is. The security has the objective secured. Blight pushed in with numbers, but security held it off. And the offense defended the objective area from the defense. So this is what I like to see.
Where is the Covert Ops? Get up, Covert Ops. There he is.
Yep, he just got a revive, and he's going to start this hack. Here we go. This is what I like to see. A little bit of offense.
Oh my god, look at that flashbang. 4, 5. Still up. Flashbang might have been a little bit early, to be honest. Oh, where's... Yeah, Nebulous is hiding.
Now it's up to the security to sort of step back a little, maybe not be so aggressive, and just set up those epic crossfires that you see so often in this map. Everyone can just get their own little corner behind their own little piece of cover, and they will be A-okay.
Nebulous has to switch back out to his hack tool. And then go hide again. Actually losing where he... Oh, okay, he went behind here. Yeah, this is good. Let's see, I actually like this. This is where I tend to hack this thing too. You have either here or here. Nice Molotov. They know he's there. He's got to come back out and reactivate his tool. We're at about 50% from what I can see. We might see a time set, 2 minutes. 51's done a great job pushing out and keeping Nebulous safe. The only thing that's hurting him is the, you know, infrequent Molotov. So...
Yeah, this is really amazing, and I think it really goes to show how easy it is to defend this objective area once you get it secured.
Yeah.
And this is just so rare to see this sort of like, almost like spawn camping on the...
Uh-oh, nade! He's not dead, though. Almost dead. He runs off. And he has to pull out his gun to defend himself. Sync gets him dead, and...
Oh, and he's going for the gib. Oh, yeah, and
stomp.
Blight actually has control over the entire objective now. Look at that objective. More than 80% complete, but with only a minute left.
It's going to be...
I don't think this is going to work out. This is the last push, really, to make anything happen here.
A lot more exciting than without the +10. That is for sure. At least we got to this objective, and we've seen a fair amount of it progressed. Following Blight as they try to defend this final push. We got 50 seconds remaining, and let's see if we can get some Area 51 control. Oh, not after that nade. Synced, taking down Proof. Yeah, Blight has this. 35 seconds. Nebulous will probably die here. He's pretty close to it. Proof will get a kill on... let's see, Max, but not enough. So yeah, Blight will hold it. But now, what's your prediction as we flip sides?
God, my prediction is this map sucks. Seriously, I complain a lot about the second part of the objective, but I really like the first part of this map. It's just the second part. I'm
thinking like maybe fast shipyard.
This is it.
Yeah, just one objective. Why not? I just think the spawn times, not even the spawn times. I think the spawn locations need to be tweaked.
No turning back.
Yeah.
Because some parts of the map are so fun to watch, but some parts aren't. I feel like all of the indoor like ambushes and stuff isn't really that exciting because it's sort of the same thing over and over again.
Well, it's not on the objective either.
It's not even near the objective is the thing. And again, it's just so defensively sided where literally 2 people can hold off a 5-man push if they use mines right and they use their nades right. It's just so easy to time a perfect nade and have that mine set up that you just knock everyone over, kill a couple people, and then rush it and finish them off. Like, blah. That's not fun to watch, at least in my opinion, because it's just the same thing over and over again. And it's really frustrating on offense. And what I'm hoping is that strategies can develop more and they can use either the ground path that sort of goes off, but it's really, again, it's also narrow and really easy to set up ambushes on, or the other ship path that takes another 10 seconds to get to if you're on offense, and is also as easily defended almost cheesily with the use of mines and, you know, well-timed grenades in those narrow, tiny hallways. So basically any attack you have on offense is through a narrow little hallway, and that's kind of a problem right now. So, meh. Anyway, I feel like I'm doing a lot of complaining. I do like this map. I actually think it's one of the cooler maps.
Yeah,
really
visually
like
it's stunning.
Yeah. I really wish the second objective was more fun to watch and play, because when I play this map, I just don't have fun on the second objective when I get to it. The first objective is pretty fun because there's some crazy like parkour things that you can do and like a lot of like alleyways you can get to on the side, and a lot of good flanks on the offense. The thing is, you can't really flank them on the offense on the second objective because they're just so well put into the, like, there's so many good, well defended positions. Like you can just like sit back in your little corner.
Did you see that before? Decker Kane just said that he had never seen Beyond the Crane.
Yeah, there you go.
We have 20-minute time to beat for Blight.
You know what I think would be really good if that last thing maybe wasn't a hack objective, but it was a demolition objective. First of all, it makes more sense.
Ooh. Yeah.
And secondly, it's so much easier to do demolition objectives because soldiers actually do something in this game. They have uses.
You know, you make a really good point, because we certainly saw opportunities where Area 51 was able to hold that long enough to get a plant down and maybe even defend it. Yeah, that's actually a really good point. Maybe the thing is just to switch what the actual objective is.
Yeah, I mean, the reason some hack objectives work, like Terminal's hack objective on the first phase, is because it's so close to both teams. It's constantly being contested, and it's really not that huge run to get to, and it's a little bit more fun because there's action always happening. On a big map like that, it just, I don't know, it gets...
I hear you. I hear you.
Anyway, we're seeing a push here out of Blight. They are on the offense this time as security. They have Max and Zoidberg running medic class.
Look at Synced and where Zoidberg are. They've flanked, and they are basically spawning the fresh recruits here.
Oh, Synced is going down though. He gets the kill, gets the give. Zoidberg's still up though, running around with his little cowboy hat. Cinna pushing in as well. He is sliding around. He's trying to find an Area 51 guy. Doesn't see anyone. Oh, Nebulous gets caught out in the open.
Yeah.
Right now it's Deckard Cain and Rectangle are the two guys sort of up right now. They're in the open though. They need to stick close to some cover here, like Rectangle. Rectangle doing a good job of just staying alive. It's him, Wolfalicious, and Proof that are up right now. Proof is up. Nebulous is up. Wolfalicious went down. So
no touch on the objective. That's the important thing.
that is the important thing. I also like that it's just so much action. That it's all over the place. It's so contested.
I mean, seriously, this objective to me just seems fun with the respawn time, what it is. Feels pretty good. Nice revive. Ooh, by Kane just before he died, but Cinna's going to clean up anyway. So, here we go. Here's a repair. Blazon's on it. Sitting it out and open, I don't like that. He could have found some cover, I think. And Sync's going to try to defend rather than get tools on that objective. I think that's the right move to make because he's basically delaying and giving time for Blazin. And now we should see Sync go repair. Sync should go repair right now.
He's not, though. In fact, even Blazin gets off the objective.
Yeah.
They're just going for max.
Yeah, maybe that's their idea. Is they want full hold on the thing. You know, get all 5 guys in the fight so that they can make sure to maintain control. That's a very, very fine strategy as far as I'm concerned. Uh-oh, Blazin getting under fire, switches out to his weapon. And can he survive against Rectangle? I think not. Let's see.
Alright, Max, the last guy up, killing out Deckard Cain. It's Rectangle and Max.
Gibbs?
Last 2 guys.
Hey, was everyone Gibbs? Yeah, I think everyone was.
Nebulous and Proof are coming in, though, as are Sync and Zoidberg. It's 2-on-2 on the objective. Proof is down. Nebulous going for the kill. Nebulous taking down Zoidberg and Synced. Nebulous clearing up the objective. He is one engineer who was not going down.
And here comes the next wave of Blight, though. We know that it'll take a second. Here comes Raffle and Deckard Cain. So there is that delayed respawn, and you can see actually, you know what it means is that when both teams are cleared out, they actually in this case happens to come back at roughly the same time.
All right, Grease. Well, I'm getting a little parched, so you continue on without me. I will be back in a minute. This game is looking good, though.
Yeah, grab yourself a beverage, as we've got a nice one forming up. Blight coming in through main, and Raffle, though, there to flank and picking up a frack against Blazin. And he has given the objective class. We got one more engineer somewhere around here. Not sure what Zoidberg was doing, but he will get shot in the face. Nebulous getting revived. So, opportunity now for the defense to set up. Max waiting in the rafters. See if I can fit through this window. Yeah, cool. Max actually in the middle of tossing a nade as he gets shot in the face by Raffle. Nice timing there. See if Raffle can come down and make some damage happen. Zoidberg will put him down. So Blight kind of retaking this side area. Not sure what Zoid is doing. Let's see what they're working together with this side. There's a mine action here, a little bit of a delay. So Zoidberg did not get hit by that. Blazin able to get rebuffed. Zoidberg pressing in, we can hear Blazin behind him. And I think this is a pretty good clear. We should see Blazin get up on the objective right here. And we got a continuation. And let's see how this works out for him. 15-16 on the clock. Blazin is repairing. Here comes the wave. And I think Blight will probably do a pretty good job holding on. We're seeing the continuation of the strategy where Blazin will hop out and fire his weapon, make sure that he's not just single-mindedly focused. Synced, again, their double NG is not working the objective. Instead, he is covering from afar, and now he's going to be pulling in. Oh, he decides to go back. But I think we have a really nice hold by Blight in this situation. Yeah, there it is. Repaired the crane controls. And there goes the barricade. Security moves up. And now we are on to the missile hack objective. I think, again, Matt had a really good idea when he said, hey, let's turn this into a demolition objective. That actually might be really good. I am curious to see how that pans out. If Flash Damage would be willing to make that kind of thing. Of course, we have an if we have an SDK, we can straight up do that. Instant repair on the crane controls in order to open up that second access point. And I kind of agree, Matt, this actually would be a really good spawn point, just right on the controls.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
Okay. Because, yeah, just travel time seems pretty even. You're not giving up. And, like, you still have access to all the flanking routes, I think. Unless I'm forgetting one. Probably am.
It's probably a little bit harder to get on the bridge, and there's another flanking route, like, all the way around the other side of that big old ship that's right in the middle.
Well, then why the hell can't we just choose our spawn point, like in Quake Wars?
I really wish we could do that. I feel like that would be really awesome. Or, like, a forward spawn that you could capture.
Yeah.
Just stuff like that.
I mean, I understand that it was confusing for, you know, apparently, it was apparently confusing, but...
It was confusing to 12-year-olds, who is the target demographic.
That being said, Resistance has held this initial push, so 13:15 on the clock. No hack box planted just yet.
But seriously, Greased, even like Battlefield, for instance, which is a remarkably like popular and even casual game.
Casual friendly, yeah.
Yeah, like tons of people I can pick that up and play it from the get-go without feeling too overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Spawn points are I agree on that aspect.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough of us complaining about map design.
Yeah, let's focus on the game. Actually, we got a hack box going down right now. Blazin just planted, and he's going to hop behind some cover. See if I can get a good angle here to see the action. Plus the hack. Maybe that'll do. Let's see now. Here comes the first real push. Actually, ooh, it's Blazin even coming out to get full bars as he hacks away. Something we did not see happen for Area 51. So I think they're feeling pretty confident in the ability to keep their operative alive. Zoidberg coming around. Let's see. Where did he go? Actually missed him. Zoidberg goes down. Yeah, here he is. He's right in front of me. Okay, so he retreated to that cover when necessary. Raffle, though, able to get the shot in, and there's the gib. So we will see at least a potential hack held off for a few more seconds. And we got two guys respawning. Proof and Nebulous starting to make their way back into the objective. Cinna not giving Raffle. Finally, a nade will take him down. And Cinna getting a little bit of love from Max. So, setup-wise, it almost feels like Blight should be able to get another touch on this as soon as they clear out these two guys. Yeah. Deckard Cain goes down. Are we back on the hack? No. Actually, Blaze not checking his 6. And it is... Who is this? Nebulous. Nebulous being sneaky. Very nice. Here comes the next push. I'm going to try to keep this angle. This actually looks pretty cool. Highway of Death here. I like that Raffle's not getting too anxious to jump out into the firefight, and he's actually been able to pull down Cinna. But Zoidberg takes down Proof. So, down below, Zoidberg has the opportunity to get a lot of damage. Oh, wow. Is he going to be able to get that toss? Man, Cinna's getting up. That's nice as hell. The nade behind him will knock him down, but not kill him. Another nade coming in. That one missed. Blazin, looking to defend himself potentially, tosses his sticky nade down. Has to go and reconnect with the hack box. And this time he will just sit out near the controls. So 10 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock, and I think we're about to see a time zip.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm also glad that most of the battle seems to be outside in the open. And I was actually reading IRC, and IRC seems to agree that watching the outside battle is, first of all, more entertaining to watch, but also there's more skill involved when you're outside. On the inside, people are worried that it's too spray and pray, and then like mines and grenades just do too much damage.
Yeah.
Pushes.
But
outside,
we got a series of kills here. There's a potential that this operative is about to get shot in the face, and down he goes, and he's been gibbed. So again, there are opportunities.
Back and forth.
Yep, that's what we want to see. So it's about what, 80%? Yeah, looks about right.
Yeah, I'd say around 80.
I think Reactor needs to be our next stop if we have the time for these guys. What do you feel about that?
I'm okay with Reactor or Resort even.
Or Resort, yeah, okay. Actually, maybe we'll ask IRC what they want to see. Maybe that's the way to go.
Yeah, if you guys would like to see Resort or Reactor.
Well, I mean, shit, I got time. All right, we got a hack again. We got Area 51 just now coming back in. We might see this thing completed before they can get on the objective. They're at 90%, maybe at 95%.
Ooh, he's taking fire though. It's Nebulous shooting him down, but gets killed by Max at the last second. He gets a health buff, and it looks like Blazin is going to be okay and going to finish this hack, setting a decent time, actually.
Yep. And so, that's why I want to see, like, maybe if we can get a little bit more even teams. Because I think that we can safely say that Blight's been able to set a better time, in every case.
Indeed.
And that makes sense. They are the better team. So, the game is playing out like it should, whereas we've seen instances where the
Damn it,
better team didn't
C13,
necessarily
get
even
out
get a
of there.
chance to set a time without this change of plus
Indeed.
10 respawn. So for D.
And
so.
that's like, when you are the better team, having to just win based on progress is annoying.
Right. Yeah. That's kind
Stopwatch.
of silly.
This is how you're supposed to
Yeah.
play. As
Exactly.
we've kind of beaten this into the ground a little bit. We're just
Well,
just kicking the old dead horse, making sure it's still dead. And
Exactly.
In fact, it still is dead. So that is the good news.
yeah. Best overall was Zoidberg. Soldier, Cinna, Medic, Zoidberg again, Engineer, Synced, Operative, Blazin, of course, as he hacked away. And we've got most kills synced. One thing I want to make pretty clear is that if an actual respawn time gets implemented where the defense is has an increased 10-second clock, then it's actually going to be, let's see if I can switch off, there we go. It's actually going to get away from that goddamn music. It's actually going to be a little bit different because right now the defense is actually waiting a little bit too long, because when you, or at least I should say, the offset between the offense and defense is going to be a little bit different, because if you think about the math of it, right now, because the actual respawn time is 20 seconds for defense, and we're just imposing an extra 10 seconds, then that doesn't quite work if you think about it being just a flat 30 seconds. Because essentially, the defense is getting a chance to spawn in, even though they have to wait 10 seconds, they're getting a chance to spawn in earlier than they would if it was just a flat 10-second actual respawn time. So that difference really does matter. A good way to put it is just to kind of do the basic math. You've got offense, first respawn 20 seconds, second respawn 40 seconds. Defense, right now, their first respawn is 20 seconds plus 10. And then it is 40 seconds plus 10. See what I'm saying? Whereas if we get a 30-second respawn time change, it'll be 30 seconds and then a minute in, and then a minute 30, and so on and so forth. So while it, again, this is just a test. It's imperfect, but we just wanted to see if it necessarily broke the game, and clearly it does not. It actually seems to fix quite a few things. So Matt, thoughts?
Yep.
Just yep, that's your thought?
Yeah, that was my thought.
Okay. Well, how do you feel about the games that you saw tonight?
I like them. Actually, I guess my thoughts are kind of unrelated. Not unrelated, but I would love to see from Splash Damage some C-bars that would enable all this, so we could see this dream come true. That is, we could alter spawn times by either 5 or 10 seconds based on community input and what people are feeling.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, again, DLC is right around the corner. I think that's going to bring a lot of people back, and if these kind of spawn tweaks are in, I think it'll make a pretty big difference. I guess on that note, guys, thanks for tuning in. We've enjoyed streaming it live to you guys, our little test that we've been doing. This is just something we did kind of for fun and for science. For science! And thanks, Matt, for hopping in to co-host. Thank you, Blight. Thank you, Area 51. You guys helped to make it happen. And like I said, we're going to be passing on our findings to Splash Damage, and hopefully it will make an impact. Have yourselves a great night. I'm Grease Scotsman with Brink TV.
And this is Matt Calm with Brink TV. Also wishing you a good night.
Take care, folks.